Hello, good evening. I'll wait for more people to join. Hello, hello. If you're here, please drop a message. Say hi. If you're watching from YouTube, give us a like so this can reach more people. And if Facebook is so kind to even serve this live on your feed, then a share will be greatly appreciated. But then Facebook won't, they are pushing down on live streams these days. You know. All right. Hi, Rehana Ahmad. Rehan Ahmad. Hi, Rehan Ahmad. I'm fine. Hi, Shama Jikite. I don't know how to pronounce that. Hi, handsome boy. Hello. An emergency trap. That's the thing with YouTube, right? Anybody can just put any nicks and all that there. So sometimes there's that disconnect feeling of looking at YouTube usernames. But anyway, uh, Hazim Majid has a question. Hi, Bobby, regarding JCO J7 PHEV, Tigo 7 PHEV, and MR 7 PHEV. I think all three of them can easily accelerate past after you reach 110 kmh, right? All three of them have enough power to push past that. I think the power rating of the JCO is a bit higher, right? Hi, Bobby, is 2017. Lexus is always a good buy. Currently looking for an E segment sedan for long distance trip. I tell you, the Lexus ES, right, is such a great car. It's a wonderful car. Go ahead. All right. This question came from Apao315. So we have 43 people here now. Please say hi. As you all, if it is your first time coming in here, every Monday, 8 p.m., we'll be here doing our best to try and help people in hopes that you won't buy the wrong car. Right? Why we do this? Because most people went into problems when they bought the wrong car. Yeah. And it's true to have such thing as buying the wrong car. We have young fellas who are 23 years old in their first job asking about a big SUV. And then we ask them, what's the point? Why do you want a big SUV? Oh my God. Phone call? So sorry. Let me mute you guys. Hello. Sorry, guys. Wow. Maka Basan. Salam from Mombasa, Kenya. Salamat. Is that the Kenyan language? Because in Malaysia, we are Salamat. I find it very interesting, right? A lot of, I would call it uh, the southern part of the world, like from Africa to India to Indochina and the Malay archipelago. We have a lot of similar words, right? Yeah. Yeah. Sorry for those who can't hear me just now. I was answering a phone call. It was from this because I'm the chairman of my condo. So no end, entire day, no end. Messages, phone calls, messages, phone calls, problems here, water leak lah, then need to fix things lah, light bulb out lah, resident texting me middle of the night about this and that. And I have to settle all this all the time. No choice. So I will pick up all their calls. Hopefully, yeah. Anyway. Hi Bobby, is Chinese tire good? How to pick treadwear for daily run with good grip? Mm, uh, the tougher your tire is, it will give you a higher number in treadwear, which means it will save you money in the long run. If a tire saves you money in the long run, that means it has a very high tread wear. It is a very, it's a hard tire. We use the word hard as opposed to soft. Usually, I'm not saying all, tires with harder compound will give you higher tread wear and usually lower grip. And it works vice versa. Tires with really good grip would be lower in the efficiency rating. It will be lower in the tread wear rating. So at the end of the day, I think just buy what you can afford comfortably and take good care of your tires and remember to inflate them. If you have the extra budget to put tough tire, which protects your tire from unintentional, a small nail that went into your rear tire and you begin losing air without you knowing, because in most modern cars, when your rear tires are flat, you can hardly feel it. All right, you can hardly feel it. So those can help, but of course it depends on what's your budget of your tire. I mean, if your tire per piece costs like 200 over ringgit, it's not very wise to spend 100 over ringgit on installing tough tire to protect your tire. You can to avoid the inconvenience and all that, but I think Chinese tires are getting better and better. Right? Recently, we have a Linglong high performance tire outperforming all the competition in braking test. Yeah, it beats all the established brand in braking test. But of course, in their more subjective tests like handling feel and all that, they gave it a very low score and all that. And remember about 20 years ago when Bugatti launched the Veyron, they say they partner with Michelin, a magic compound kind of thing that Michelin made a special tire for Bugatti, allowing it to go 400 km/h. Wow, the PR spin on that was crazy. Tire change costs 100,000 US dollar, blah, 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 blah. And then now, last year, or was it this year? The BYD Yangwang Ultra Extreme, BYD Yangwang U9 Extreme broke the world record by a huge margin, right? 496 6.22 kmh. And what tire they use? GT GTR 3. That's it. They didn't even spin the story on, oh, what special thing, how much time they spent, blah, blah, blah. No, it's just, yeah, GT Sport GTR 3 tires, 496 kmh. So I think they're improving very, very quick. So yeah, try them out. If they're good for the pocket, why not? Right? Yeah. Hi, Bobby. Did you see the new X5 launch? Yeah, I saw it. You know what's funny? I just reviewed the new X3 again, like a more detailed review. I said the car looked like Angry Bird again. Then it reminds me of the X5, which also looked like an Angry Bird character. So it's a bit, I don't know, man. If you ask me, okay, if I park this new X5 next to the current X5, I think 100 out of 100 people can easily answer you and point out which is the newer version, right? It's so easy and so distinct to be able to immediately point out, oh, that's the new one. I'm sure that's the new one because it just looked newer. It just looked more modern. It just looks more futuristic. But of course, when you come back to ask the question, which one is nicer? Which one do you like more? Sometimes established premium brands, especially like BMW, Mercedes-Benz, Audi, Porsche, all this, right? They can get away with a lot of things that the younger brands couldn't. So they can go super avant-garde in their design, and people will see them as a way of, maybe it's me who do not know how to appreciate this design yet. People will see it that way. The bias is very clear, but it's not uncalled for, right? A very established brand can do something super daring and challenge people to understand them, like the Ferrari Luce, right? So I'm sure there will be people who like the new X5 because to them, wow, I finally work hard to the stage where I can buy an X5, the BMW brand, and try and understand things. And for those who like to argue with BMW can answer you, hey, bro, I make the grill smaller. All of you complain about my large grills. Now I'm making them smaller, way smaller, in fact, right? It's just whether you can stomach it or not, right? And gone are the angel eyes and all that. All these BMW are throwing them out of the window. Time will tell if it is a good thing, but so far, German cars, one very obvious thing is the amount of cost cutting in their interiors. I'm not sure about the new X5 yet, but it is so evident in all their newer cars. They are cutting costs in the interior, all right? And not a little bit, pretty drastic cost cutting is going on. So I can only hope they'll be well, I think this question, I mean, it's obvious the JQ J7 has way more power than the Mazda 7, For me, drivetrain wise, I really do think the JQ J7's drivetrain is more advanced. It's just more advanced, just done better, drivetrain wise. Steering feel, I think the Proton is better. Sound system, definitely the Proton is better. Hi, Bobby. Is the Subaru Levorg any good? Yep. This guy asked me this question. Isn't the management of the condo deal with all that stuff? Yeah, the management reports to me, but management got office hour, 6 o'clock, they're off. The rest of the time, the residents will just directly text things to me and I have to answer them, okay, noted, and then forward to the management team so that tomorrow when they come into work, the JMB office, right, they'll come in and settle these issues, you know. Then I will chase them. Have you settled this? You know, that resident, blah blah blah, all this kind of thing, right? Just like the other day, middle of the night, got a notification from the guards because we asked the guards to go all the way to the top floor to check the water level of the water tank every day. Make sure every day the water level either sustains, you know, but if they notice the water level drop, call us. So was it 2 a.m.? 2 a.m. or 1 a.m.? We have to go up. I went up with the guards and with another one of my neighbor. We went up to the water tank, saw the water level drop, saw the pump not running, right? And then we have to try and kickstart the pump kickstart back. So the next day, everyone still got water to use, you know. If the water stopped pumping, nobody would know until the water stops. If you don't check, these are the things that the management office people had already left work already. You can't expect them to do that. So at the end of the day, residents still have to take care of the condominium. Lexus IS 350, yes, buy. Lexus is always a buy. But I saw the new Lexus TX in US, the 7-seater Lexus TX. My God, the cost cutting on the interior, wow, the fit and finish. Go yeah, TX, Jiang, Lexus TX. In US, is it called TX? I think it's called TX, the new 7-seater. Yes. So it doesn't look half bad. And then I saw a review, not review lah, the guy went into the cabin, you know, and was touching around the car, you know, flipping the plastics. Oh my God, the whole thing is so flimsy, way. Crazy, man. All these luxury brands are using their logo to sell you flimsy, cheap stuff, beginning to, you know, slither into their product lineup. It's actually very bad. You know, how you build a brand? You build a brand with your actual products, not your marketing. All right. You build your brand with your products. Your products are good. Your brand goes up a little bit from time to time, right? As your products keep getting better, your brand keeps getting better. At a certain point, companies will realize that, hey, my brand cachet is so much. I can use it to sell my products, right? So they slowly dilute their brand so that their products can sell. You know, they're diluting it, doing a lot of silly mistakes, cost-cutting nonsense shit and all that, until a point in time where they realize their brand cannot move them forward. Then they have to return to making quality stuff. Hopefully, by the same time, there is not another company that has quietly built up its brand, you know? So, I mean, I'm from branding. That's how it works, actually. Oh. I am Noob asking, is it worth to keep a 718 Cayman 2-liter or change to a different car? Tell me how long you've owned the car, what's your situation, and what are you eyeing, what's your budget, and all that. And then if you have a few choices on hand, then that's where we can roughly help you. Huh? Thoughts on Irma 7P have? Good car. Thinking to change from Sonata. No harm trying. How old is your Sonata? Right? Is there something wrong with the car, or the car is still fine? You know? Why I ask this question? Because if your Sonata is good for another 5 years, let me tell you this, in 5 years' time, Chinese car would have evolved maybe 3 generations. We're so used to the European, the Japanese life cycle of cars, right? Ooh, 4 years in, facelift. Then they can squeeze another 3 years out of their car, they will squeeze it, right? Then only a new model comes. And then all the recent cars, the new models look like a little bit of nip and tuck, you know? Whereas the Chinese, in 5 years, they could have launched 2 or 3 replacement models that leapfrogs. So that's the thing, okay? Remember this, I'm not someone who encourage people to, oh, go and buy this, buy that, buy this, buy that. I'm not someone like that. The reason I do this is to hope that people don't buy the wrong car, don't make the wrong decisions, don't make knee-jerk reactions, don't itchy butt suddenly go and buy a car, then regret, and then lose a lot of money, then blame the brand, got no resale value. If everyone is very careful with their car purchase, right? Everyone bought the car that they really, really need. And luckily, they also want at the same time. That means the car fulfills all your need, but it's also something that you want. I would say everyone would be comfortable to drive their cars 5 to 6 years down the line. Down the road, 5 to 6 years, right? Very rarely you will fall into the financial trap of owing the bank way, way more than what your car is worth when you need to change. Very rare. All right. Those who get caught are people who bought the wrong cars 2 years in, they want to sell, you know. Provided you're super rich, then you can ichibat all the time. Oh, okay. Mr. Avinash Kamalanathan. I'm considering a 2022 530E for around 150,000. Is it a decent? I don't know why, but that sounds a little bit high. Does that sound a little bit high? Jiang, can you search a little bit? 2022, 150K. Am I too harsh? So bad, right? That's like only 4 years in. Yeah, see? 120 something, 130 something. You can get a 530E. So consider we help you save 30,000. Oh, again, I want to thank you those who sign up for my membership, for my YouTube membership. I greatly, greatly appreciate that. It helps us to, hopefully aim to another level. And it really helps, okay? For those who sign up to my YouTube membership, thank you so much. Salute. And only makes me want to work harder for this, all right? To help people. Ooh, Yiheng is here. Wow, legend. Hi, Sean. Sean Tan is here. Wow, he's the legend. Our legend recently bought a CRV, right? Taiko, right? Oh, I'm so far behind the latest comment. Probably, I think I would just go to the latest one, and then I'll reverse back. And for those of you where I haven't answered your questions, please ask again, okay? Thank you so much, Aaron JS, for the super chat. Hi, Bobby. I'm trying to decide between the J8 and the Santa Fe. Drive to Singapore often with 2 kids, budget 220,000. You know what, Aaron? I am able to get you the Santa Fe. I'm not taking money. I'm not taking money from you. I'm not taking a single cent of commission. Okay. But I know the Santa Fe official selling price is 220,000. If you DM us Horizon on Facebook, we can immediately point you to the dealer that is willing to let it go for you at 170 plus thousand. 170-ish, not 179-ish, as in a little bit over 170, 50K discount. You DM us on Horizon now, Horizon IG, you DM us, okay? Give us your phone number and all that. We will pass your phone number to that dealer's salesperson, and then you guys deal with it. We don't need the commission or whatever. You guys deal with it. Just DM us now, and quick, because limited units, 50,000 ringgit off is like a no-brainer. No-brainer, okay? The Santa Fe is a very good car. Very, very good car. J8 is more handsome. J8 is more handsome, but I think the Santa Fe, even the third row of the Santa Fe, if I'm not wrong, is slightly better than the J8's third row. But the J8 definitely is more handsome. But Santa Fe is the first time I went into a non-Chinese car where I felt, hey, the drive, the price, the package, the interior build quality, all the features totally don't lose out to Chinese. That means Chinese cars have always been great for bang for buck, right? But it seems like the Santa Fe matches that. Of course, there are a lot of people out there who felt the Santa Fe is not handsome. I wouldn't say it's handsome. It's quirky, and it's unique. And yeah, all right. I hope I helped you. I hope I made your, you see, I turned your 15 ringgit into a 50,000 ringgit saving. I'm serious. I'm not joking. I'm not joking on this. Okay, you DM us on IG now, and give us your phone number and all that. All right. Someone asking, Xpeng G6 or Zeekr 7X. My personal preference is the Zeekr 7X, even though the Xpeng G6 is a great car. Okay, it is a great car, but my personal taste, I felt the Xpeng G6 is a bit too drab in terms, especially after I opened the doors. I opened the doors, I sat inside. It's like a Tesla. It's so empty in there, you know. From the outside, it looks like a rounder, slightly bigger Tesla Model Y. But it drives well, it is comfortable, it has great software, it has everything is great about the Xpeng. It's just my own personal bias. I really prefer the Zeekr 7X. Why I prefer Zeekr is their interior touch and class. You know, they have that class that they know premium cars. Right. Thank you so much, Darren KY, for joining my YouTube membership. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. All right. All right. Hi, Bobby. I'm looking for a fun manual daily driver. Type R felt too stiff. What do you think of the GR Corolla? Great car. Great car. Oh, you can buy it. I mean, it's a fun car. It's a very fun car, but is it a lot more comfortable than the Type R? The Type R is a car that is way more practical, I would say. It's spacious, it's nice. I felt the Type R comfy. You felt it's too stiff? You know, a car's stiffness is the easiest thing to remedy, actually. You know, very easy to, change your suspension setup and all that. So you might want to give them a few more tries. Okay, a few more tries first, then before you make your decision. But nothing wrong with going with the GR Corolla. Then fun car to drive. Super aggressive looks though. Every roadblock you get stopped. Every roadblock. All right. Yes, Zamri Osman asking me whether is it worth it to upgrade to the new Alphard. I tell you, the new Alphard, the new Vellfire. You see, the previous Alphards, right? They always improve a little bit, a little bit, a little bit, a little bit. But the current generation Alphard improves by boom, like that. Especially if you came from the 2.5. Okay, if you came from the 2.5, you are so used to full throttling your Alphard. Right? Because the car has no power. Okay, it has power, but not enough power. So all the time you are used to revving. And the car will rev, the car will pick up speed, right? But you are so used to it. Now, in the new generation Alphard Vellfire, not only they handle way better, the interior actually matches Lexus for quality. Even though it's a Toyota car, but interior is straight up Lexus levels of quality. Handling is really, really good. Amongst the big MPVs, right? They have some of the best handlings, very good handling now. But the 2.4 turbo, oh no, not a but. If you come from 2.5, then you'll be very happy with the 2.4 turbo because you don't need to rev as hard. You still rev, but you get actual meaningful acceleration. Now, if you are someone who is used to the 3.5, which means you are solid, right? You can take the road tax, right? If you came from the 3.5, then you will miss the 3.5's smoothness and quietness. That means the 3.5 can quietly give you meaningful acceleration. But now there's no more 3.5 option. You can only rev with the 2.4 turbo, but it is still very fast. Okay, that is the only slight drawback with regards to the new generation Alphard Vellfire versus previous. Depends on where you come from. You come from 2.5, it's a proper upgrade. You come from 3.5, it's a saving. That means you don't need to pay that high of a road tax. Your fuel consumption probably comes down. But in terms of the smoothness that you have gotten used to, is gone, right? No more 6-cylinder. It is a 4-cylinder turbo. All right. Uh, hmm. Wow, a lot of question pouring in. X3G01. X3G01 cannot be same price as the A4B9, right? X3G01 is just the previous gen more. I'll definitely take the X3 over the A4B9. I'm an Audi guy, you know. A4B9 is fantastic, but in terms of practicality, space, functionality, everything you add in, right? The X3 is more car. There's more car in the X3. Okay. Um, iX1 versus X1, which drives better? I think the current gen X1 is good. It's good stuff. iX1, oh, oh yeah, iX1, the EV, nice car. Check out the iX1L. The long wheelbase iX1 is genuinely good, man. The long wheelbase, right, makes the car, it's like, hey, I'm getting X5 leg room here. You know, the boot is not small. The car is narrower, so it's more zippy to drive than the bigger siblings, but you get proper room. You get the leg room. And somehow the iX1L, the leather is Napa for some reason. So when I drove the iX1L, you know what I felt? I felt, hey, there's no need to go for the bigger ones because this one is narrow outside. I can drive nicely, but inside I don't feel the need for more space because there's a lot of room. And then for the second row, because it's long wheelbase, right? I can cross my legs behind. So I think that is good stuff, the iX1L. All right. Um, Is a Range Rover Velar 180K a good buy? I think the Velar is a beautiful car, spacious, big. It's just a gorgeous car. But I suspect in this market trend, I think you can press the dealer, man. Jiang, check out what is Velar's pricing now for 2020. 2020 Velar, if it is around this price point or can be had for lower, I think Velar is a car that you can really nego with the dealers. Okay, they're holding well, 200K, 180K. Yeah, if you got a good deal, yeah, if you got a good deal, you can go ahead. Try your luck lah, because you see there's so many in the market, right? Ask the dealer lah. You know, hey, give me a good number, 168. If the dealer say okay lah, right? Press them a bit because I think for this market now what you will experience with the Velar is the engine and gearbox pairing, not the best. I have to be honest, not the best. They did not do a better. I mean, there are many cars that end up like that actually out there. There are many cars where they don't pair their transmission and gearbox really well. Even the current brand new GLC is not the best, but it's not as bad as the Velar. Velar is not unusable, it's usable. It's just that could have been better, you know, in terms of how the car recognizes which gear it should be in, you know, and what speed, what does it do, uphill, downhill, all this. They did not do a perfect job. But of course, there are a lot of tuners out there who can help you optimize this slowly. First, you have to pay, but it's not impossible to optimize it better. But lock, stock, barrel, they did not do the best of job, put it that way, when compared to the establishment. Okay. Okay. Bobby, please give me your opinion whether to proceed with the XC60. XC60 is still a great car. It's just that it's been around. It's 10 years old, right? But it's still a very good. Okay. The funny thing is, I had this verdict. So the XC60 10 years ago, it came out. Wow, awesome, better than the competition. Because in technology, in blah blah and all that, right? It's better than the competition when it came out. Then they keep on selling it. Then the competition launched their new models. Yo, they got better, right? The X3s the GLCs they got better, larger screens and all that. So the XC60 is still around. And then it was around for so long. And then the Europeans, the Germans, suddenly it's time to launch new model. You know what they do with the new model? They cut costs. They cut costs. And then the XC60 is still doing its thing. Now suddenly you go into this segment, right? Like Audi Q5, X3, and then you jump back into an XC60, right? You will realize that, hey, the XC60 has the best interior build quality because the Germans did their own, I don't know why they decide that way. So yeah, that's the landscape for the XC60 now. Okay. Hi, Bobby. Many thanks to you and Tana's advice during the June 15. Okay. I'm really enjoying my GLC 350E, especially even more when we see the piano eyes on the road. My wife enjoyed the GLC so much. Yeah, GLC is beautiful. I'm thinking to buy the sedan C350E for her, as the interior is exactly the same as the. I mean, if your wife likes it, then go ahead. If your wife really likes it, go ahead. Nothing wrong. Mercedes now amongst the premium brands, amongst the Germans, right? Mercedes is the only one with an interior that actually has class, that actually looks classy. Like you walk into Ritz-Carlton, you walk into, St. Regis. I don't know what's going on with BMW. I mean, I don't hate BMW, but they seem to be going on a more avant-garde path. And Audi as well, So the one that look classy now is the Germans, the Mercedes. Okay, hi, Bobby. What's your verdict on the passive suspension and non-double glazed window of the Tesla Model 3 base back? Torn between the 22,000 ringgit difference. Okay. I'll be honest. I have no idea. Sorry, Super Jessica. I have no idea now a Tesla Model 3 can be had for this price. I'm amazed. 22,000 ringgit difference. Okay, let's talk about this. First thing, double glazed window, passive suspension. Yeah, why not? Why not? Passive suspension, if it is comfortable, done, enough. At the end of the day, a comfortable suspension is more important than a sporty suspension. Okay, especially in an EV. As for double glazed window, they actually do, in terms of soundproofing and all that, right? Their impact is actually smaller compared to a lot of other things. Once you put on your tint, it will already help. Go ahead, save that 20,000. Yeah, it's such a great thing to brag when you tell people, "Oh, I bought my Tesla for 140 over thousand." Right? It's brag worthy. How you got your Tesla for 140,000? Yeah, just pick the base one. Why not? Right? Hi, Abidot. It would be great if you show me a few options. Then I help you. If I've driven the car, then I can help you answer a few of them, how they feel like, how they, that will be better. I can't be using everybody's time to help you go through every single option because there are many, many, many options out there. All right. Jason Tan asking, hi, Bobby. How do you nego with the car dealer to get the best deal? Actually, it's not a trick or whatsoever. It's about doing your homework. Let's say, I'll give you an example. If you're looking for a super rare car from a brand that usually depreciates like shit, right? Let's say you want to buy a Jaguar, all right? Jaguar is like, oh yeah, depreciate. But there are so few owners out there that, they have their own asking price. So in terms of what car you want to get, understand the landscape. Once you understand the landscape, offhand, you understand the models, with this spec usually is this, with that spec usually is that. that will give you a very good idea of but that also depends on what type of car. I'll give you an example. If you think that today, now you want to buy a Recon Alphard Vellfire, and you think you can go to a dealer and try and wrangle 10, 15,000 of them, impossible. They don't even have such a big margin. All of them are competing till death, right? They are moving them like bread and butter. Okay. So I'll give you an example. Okay. Let's say the Porsche Macan. The Porsche Macan, a lot of them has now reached the age where they can no longer qualify for loan, right? And there's so many out there in the market. Do you think you can get a good deal? Definitely you can get a good deal. Because a lot of people with a budget of 100K, 110K do not dare to own a Porsche because they are afraid that they can't afford to maintain it, even though they can afford to buy it, right? So they are afraid of it. So, and then for those who knows Porsche, who can afford to maintain a Porsche, they won't look at buying a 10-year-old Macan, provided they're buying one for their daughter or son to go to college and all that, So these kind of cars, you have a lot of margin to nego, because most of them, if it is on consignment with the dealer, they are paid off already. The owners have paid off them for a long time. They just park the car at the dealer there. You go nego lah. I can take back 50K. I'm happy. Sometimes it's like that. They don't care. So it depends on car models and all that. All right. There's no absolute answer. Okay. I'm gonna reverse back up now, because I think no new, so many new questions. Okay, Mazda 6 2014. Is it still the best in class as a school runner? Yeah, why not? Why not, man? Hi, Bobby. Is it worth deleting hybrid? Actually, I would say that deleting your hybrid is a thing that I don't want to break the rice bowl of some car workshops, but I just felt that it's playing into people's fear. Put it this way. It is playing into people's fear. Spend 20K now so that you don't need to spend 20K later. Right? But the 20K later is a worst case scenario. So it's called hybrid delete, but we just call it a gearbox swap. Basically, they swap a gearbox for you. Right? How much is a used gearbox? Right? They swap a used gearbox for you. They do adaptation, because the German hybrids, right? They replace the torque converter with the hybrid motor. That's it. So they swap you a gearbox. Does an old gearbox need 20K? I don't think so. But when you call it hybrid delete, it's so high tech. Of course, you need the adaptation. The software adaptation definitely have to do. But at the end of the day, I won't. I don't think. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Good evening. Initially thought of purchasing the GLE 400e, X5 or X5. Decided to go for the Porsche Cayenne. What is your opinion? Buy. Porsche Cayenne base model can never go wrong. Okay? You can never go wrong with that. Hi, Bobby. May I know, is it worth to do car detailing, like 3-step paint correction, polishing, coating? What car is that? May I ask? What car is it? Because if it ends up costing the same as your car paint, what's the point, right? But if it's a supercar, of course, right? Hi, Bobby. Just want to do a shout out. Like, hey, wait. Initially wanted a Mazda 3, but went for the Cherry 7PF, which is better for family 3 to 5. Exactly. Yes. Right. You get the car. You see, you're a family of 3 to 5. If you buy the Mazda 3, right, you will own it for a very short time and you want to change car. That car is brilliant, it's great, but it doesn't serve a family of 3 to 5 well for a long enough time. I tell you, you buy that car, within a short period of time, your family members will be asking you to change to a bigger car. I know. I really don't know how BMW codes are getting. What is a BMW F25 X3? That's current one. They went back to F. No. No. F25 X3? Oh, this generation. Okay. Or should I buy the Audi Q5 2016? Wait. 2016 is the second gen, right? Oh, still the first gen. Okay, personally, I prefer the design of the Q5. Personally speaking, I think I'll go for the Q5, the 2016 version. I'll go for the Q5 because it's a much newer car than I have 25. Oh, and 2016 Audis, I don't think they have huge problems. Mazda 3 to Volvo V60. I found V60 to be very, very, very handsome, but I'm worried about the maintenance cost. It's very, very, very handsome, but I don't think it's a bomb to maintain. I think you can try the Volvo V60 because for no reason at all, the Volvo V60, because of the sheer number of them in the market, the used car prices have come down, especially because they have the hybrid engine, right? But Volvo hybrids are not bad. They're not great, but they're not bad. They don't deserve the reputation. So just make sure that around 7-8 year mark, you might, some people never faced it, but you might face the problem with the ERAD motor. And the ERAD motor is about 20,000. Okay. Other than that, there are not much of crazy surprises. Sometimes the turtle comes out, you restart your car, then it's fine. This small little niggling stuff. But other than that, it's okay. Of course, the Mazda 3 will be easy because it's a 2-liter NA simple car versus a very high-tech plug-in hybrid, lots of component, smart system, Google and all that. Okay. But I think the driving experience is worth it because the comfort, speed, power, practicality, the looks of it is something, is worth it in my opinion. The V60. It's a great car. Okay. Hi Bobby, any advice on the J8 versus the Mazda CX-5? I think the J8 is like, the CX-5 is like a terrace house, and then the J8 is like a semi-D way. It's get so much more car for the money. Okay. It's such a good looking car. It's huge. And then you have the second row, you have the reclining seats and all that. I think if you ask me personally speaking, you ask me to pick one, I'll pick the J8 now. Or because for the same amount of money, I get so much more car compared to the CX-5. Yes, the CX-5 can corner, can drive hard, Mazda handling, but how often I do that? How often I do exciting driving with my SUV? Most of the time, I will be just in my car with my family members, big, comfortable, aircon blasting, panoramic roof, the leather. Yeah, I prefer that over hard driving my SUV, my whole family behind like that. No lah, I don't. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna quickly go up to try and answer some that I miss out. Hi Bobby, Lexus RX 350 and Volvo XC90 in my list to replace my 7-year-old Range Rover Evoque. Which is better? I saw many reviews for Volvo, but Lexus reviews are limited. Need your take on the Lexus. Okay, I'll just say one thing. If anyone considering between cars has a Lexus in there, I will automatically tell you go for the Lexus. Okay, because I don't want the day comes when you say that, hey Bobby, I should have gone for the Lexus. See, now my car facing this problem, because apart from Lexus, everybody else is either cheaper, less comfortable, or more problems? You get what I mean? Lexus is here. Below Lexus, there are two ways to go. Okay? More fun, more excitement, more problems. Less problem, less money, less comfortable, less luxurious. You know, there's only two ways to go about it. And Lexus is the only one with no problem, not much of excitement as opposed to those Germans, but no problem and luxurious. That's Lexus. Okay? I hope you got my answer. Hey Bobby, my parents always say I must buy an SUV because it is safer, can go through floods and easier for them to go inside. Do you agree SUV is always more expensive than sedan? SUVs are more expensive than sedan because they can sell you at a higher price, not necessarily because they cost more to build. Now, there are certain situations in a minor car crash that the sedan will be completely fine, as in minor, whereas the SUV will be turn because of the taller center of gravity, and also all the bumper components are taller. You know, I don't know what to call that situation. Maybe I can come up with a name so that everyone can apply to it. Is when sometimes you have a sedan or a hatchback, okay, and then the SUV accidentally touch, okay, just touch like that, but your front wheels that are spinning this way touch the rear wheels of the sedan that is going this way, and suddenly your whole SUV, boom, launch up and turn turtle. Okay? This happens with a lot of SUVs, where in a sedan, boom, nothing. Okay? Yeah. Oh. But of course, in terms of flood, I tell you one thing. Okay, I'll ask you this. Perodua Beza is a sedan. Tesla Model Y is a SUV, right? I know Tesla Model Y is an EV, hence it can go through flood. But the way this was put here, is because they're taller, right? Beza has a taller ground clearance than Tesla Model Y, right? So whether your car can cross flood or not, it depends on where your intake is, where your engine breathes air. Okay, the higher it breathes air from, the better it can go through floods, right? So yeah, you can buy an SUV, no problem. If your parents is worried with safety, then you buy a Volvo. Same price, Honda City versus V-Spec versus Perodua Trust. Just to make sure, Trust is the Yaris Cross, right? Okay, very simple answer here. The City and the Vios is facing a problem now. They have an SUV problem. Everyone wants an SUV. All right. Honda did a very, very, very poor and shitty, and yeah, it's a shitty move to bring in the WRV. All right. That car is shit. Not super duper duper shit, but it's not sincere enough lah, huh? Okay. And but Toyota did a wonderful job with the Yaris Cross. I reviewed the Yaris Cross, and my opinion is Toyota is ready to kill the Vios with the Yaris Cross. There is no way, absolutely no way, someone who walks into a Toyota showroom with the same budget that can buy a top spec Vios and the Yaris Cross, no way the guy will pick the Vios over the Yaris Cross, right? So if there are people who will buy, okay, there are people who like the Honda City, which is a good car. Honda City is a very good car. There are people who also buy the Vios over the City. But if you throw in a Yaris Cross in this equation, the Yaris Cross will beat the both of them. Okay? Now, when the Yaris Cross changes a badge and sells for 20,000, is it? 20,000 less? I think you have my answer there. I will say that even though actually both Baroda and Honda hates me, but I think the Baroda Trust, I will pick the Baroda Trust over the Honda City. I will pick the Honda City over the Vios. I will pick the Proton S70 over both Honda City and Vios, but I can't be sure with the Baroda Trust. Now, the Baroda Trust, the entire car is super plasticky, just like any Japanese car in this segment. Super duper hard plastics. But I just saw the same kind of plastic in BMW X3 yesterday. Rather disappointing. But the Trust or the Yaris Cross is so spacious inside. It looks so good on the outside. The boot is big. It looks lifestyle. It looks cool. Why not? Why not? Bobby, is a Lexus 200T a good deal at 80K? Lexus is always a good deal. Buy. Bobby, as an Audi car, what's your opinion about the RS3 8.5? Still worried it's a recon car. You don't have to worry whether it's a recon car or if it's a used car. It's an Audi. It deserves to be worried already, but it's fun. It's a wonderful engine. It's fast. It sounds amazing. Just buy. So whether your Audi is brand new or recon or used, right, it's still an Audi. So don't worry about the recon part so much, okay? Own the Cayman for 9 years ish, looking for an upgrade, more of a weekend car for fun drive, not really eyeing anything in the market now, but open to exploring. If you ask your question like this, but you don't want to say the obvious upgrade path, which is a 911, then maybe you want to, because you're bored of Porsche already, right? Would you like to look at some used McLarens? But because they are of exceptional value. McLarens, yeah, be it a 570 or whatever. Or now you can actually get an Aston for 600 plus, a modern Aston for 600 plus. So probably that's not a bad choice as well. Lexus RX, is it worth buying? It's always worth, wow, 4-year-old still selling 320,000. Oh my God, Lexus resale value champion. Okay. Okay, I've reversed all the way up. MX-5, soft top, goodbye, buy. XC60 B5 or T8. Not a lot of B5 reviews out there. Daily commute 80 km. If your daily commute is 80 km, you stay in a landed house, you can install a charger, then you can buy the T8. All right, you can buy the T8 and enjoy the hybrid part, because every day you to and from 80 km, you don't need to pump petrol at all. Okay, then you can enjoy that part. All right, let's scroll all the way back down. Oh, a lot of new questions already. I'm going to quickly answer. Blah, 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 blah. Lady driver, Honda City 2015. What would you suggest as a replacement? Not CVT gearbox car, reliable, another 5 years, 600 per month. 600 per month is going to limit your options, Are you okay with the used car? Is your lady okay with the used car? If she's okay with the used car, who's asking pre-recorded? How is this pre-recorded? Bro, how is this pre-recorded? I'm sitting here. Because you came in from another channel, because there are a few channels that you can arrive here. Some questions don't come from the same channel that you're watching. So you'll be wondering like where these questions come from, right? Because this is linked up to my colleague Tana Krishnan, Con, their YouTube channels, and Thomas Yap. So some viewers may came in from their channel, some from my own channel, okay? We have 245 questions repeated. Yeah, some people maybe they repeat asking the question, you know. So yeah, Abby Dot, can you give me some of your options first? Then I help you on that. Okay. Uh, what's your thought on the GR86? Yeah, buy the GR86. I prefer the GR86 over. Are you the guy who asked the MX5 just now? Yeah, buy the GR86. Buy the cheapest one. Buy the cheapest one. You know, these cars are reliable. Don't need to buy a newer one. Just buy the cheapest one you can find, 120,000, around that budget. Go for it. Okay, you will enjoy the best. Because if you buy a 180,000 one, you'll be thinking, how best can I try not to depreciate until 120 plus? You will think about that all the time, right? But if you immediately just buy the cheapest one that you can still take a loan and then go and enjoy your car. Okay. Planning to buy an Aston Martin Bandai. I'll tell you something lah, huh? You can maintain your Aston Martin outside lah, because if you try to maintain with their in-house here, it's rather costly, very very costly. Okay, just to let you know lah, huh? Vantage 2022. These cars are Mercedes engine. You know, everybody outside know how to maintain them. Don't worry about it. Okay. Okay. And is the BMW F10 523i a good buy? No, it's not a good buy. Don't buy the naturally aspirated F10, the first batch that was assembled in Malaysia. Don't buy that one. Just buy the 520i. Okay. Better, more reliable. Okay. Hi Bobby, is the V10 or V8 gonna go extinct? In my opinion, manufacturers are very much obsessed with 6-cylinder and hybrid tech. It's not evolving backwards, to be honest. In terms of technology wise, there is absolutely no need for V8 V10s anymore. I don't see V10 having a future, to be honest. I don't see V10 having a future. V8 probably still okay, but V10, V8, right? You can still share a lot of components from your 4-cylinder engines, because your V banks, right, are like that, right? So the design for this, the valves, the injectors, blah blah, and all that, right? They can use the same thing that was used on your normal 4-cylinder cars. V10, no way. V10 has no future, unfortunately. There's no future for V10. The V12, V10, V8 difference is still viable in the naturally aspirated era. Actually, in the turbocharged era, they already no longer make sense in the turbocharged era, because a turbocharged V8 can do everything a turbocharged V12 or V10 does. Right. Moreover, you look at what moreover, for now, a V6 turbocharged with hybrid drivetrain can do stuff that even a V12 can't do, right? So no choice. Okay. So if you want to collect cars, I would say you collect the naturally aspirated V10 or V8s. Don't collect the turbocharged ones. You know, there's no reason for them to exist, because when you turbocharge these cars, you lost the sound. When you lost the sound, you might as well go hybrid or EV. They're much faster, right? But if it is NA, different soundtrack. Okay. Bobby, what do you think of the Nissan Z? Buy. More people need to buy this car. Bobby, what do you think of the Recon GR86? Buy. No need to buy Recon, just buy the local ones that are cheapest one, 128K, 130K, buy those. Don't spend 180, 200K to buy a Recon one. No point. Recon are used cars. Why you buy Japanese used car 200K or 180K? Why don't want to buy Malaysian used car for 130K, right? Buy the Malaysian one. Hi Bobby, my X540E is reaching 100k mileage soon. Up to now, no major issues, only suspension. Continue to own it or should I sell? Heard hybrid issues for this car comes in after 100k mileage. You are right, because I don't mean that once your car hits 100k mileage, all the problems will come up. But when BMW sign contract with their suppliers, BMW will tell them, I want your component to at least last 100,000 or 120,000 with some buffer. And the suppliers have to supply to BMW the things, and hopefully they last within the contract period. If not, they themselves have to cover BMW, right? So they will use the material, the tag, whatever, and test and try to last around that. So usually that's what BMW expects from their suppliers, because after 100k, if anything goes wrong, the supplier don't need to compensate BMW, because BMW has to compensate you, right? So that's generally the rule. If you're worried, which is valid because these components are expensive. So if your car is reaching that soon, you feel like letting go and change to something else, it's a valid reason to do so. If it is a ICE car, then I would say no lah, okay what, right? Because you spend at 100k mileage, you spend 7k, 8k to give a thorough refresh, they're fine for another 100k. But for hybrids, if they go wrong, they go wrong, and they are not cheap. Of course, BMW will tell you that, hey, our batteries, you can change module by module. But a lot of times, it's not the battery that goes wrong. It's the other thing. It's the converters, it's the AC/DC, it's I call it the motor and things like that. Okay. Hi, Bobby. I'm currently using an Audi Q3 2016. Any opinions if I should change it 155,000 km? Is there problems with your car or you need a bigger car? Then go ahead. Because in my opinion, the Q3 is one of those Audis that don't really drive as well. It is cramped and it has a bad sitting position. Wait. What I'm talking is the old Q3. 2016 Audi Q3 maybe another, right? Okay, we're not, I don't, yeah, we're talking about the same Q3. Hey, wait, there's another one. Oh, that's the newer one. Okay. Not as bad, probably. The first Q3 was pretty bad. Okay, but if the car still serves you well, I don't know, man. It's up to you. But this car is genuinely small lah. If you want to change to a larger car, it's valid lah. Huh? Bobby, which is the best year for the Porsche Cayenne GTS V8? Yo, I don't know which version you're talking about. 955, 957, or which one? Huh? Hi, Bobby. Can I ask your advice? I've been working for a year with a salary of 5.5k. Should I get a super cheap car, maximize investments, or should I get something nicer that I enjoy? You can. Okay, let's put it this way. 5.5k is not bad. It's not super duper great, but good. You're on your way. I bet you're way younger than me. I mean, when I was when I got married, the time my salary is only 3k plus. So 5.5k. Let's say you are aiming for a car that you pay. Let's say You see, if you say that I want to go super duper cheap and save all my money and all that, yeah, you can do that. But there is also a good in between, I suppose. A good in between will be something like, I'll give an example, a Mazda MX-5. Okay, a Mazda MX-5 that can be had for around 100,000 each. Your monthly is about 1,000 plus only. Your installment is 1,000 plus a month. It's a reasonable installment because it will be akin to someone who bought, I don't know, a Proton X50, right? but your MX5 would depreciate so slow that you continue to pay it, you have equity in it, right? While you continue to work. And I will say at this juncture, at 5K plus salary, what you need is not to save up your, I mean, you can have your standard saving, you know, a few hundred ringgit saving and all that, right, per month if you are able to, but invest. I think at this kind of income, at this kind of age now, right, what you should invest in is your network, the people you know, the people that are friends, who does what business out there, expand your circle. You can use the money, your leftover money, to attend course. It's more meaningful than trying to save up your whatever 200-300 ringgit. Hopefully one day it becomes a gold mountain. That's a very, very long way. But if you buy a MX5, join people, meet more friends, expand your circle of friendship, meet more people, attend courses, make friends with people who attend the same courses, I think that would mean way, way more than whatever meager savings that you can muster up currently with your income, which is not bad. Okay, fair game. And if you spot a great property, you can also ask around. People like I Heng, I'm not sure if he's still here. He said hi just now, Sean Tan. I'm not saying that tie yourself in with that property, move there. No, 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 no. Which is a small one, a good one, and then you manage to get in with like a 10K down payment. You know, you manage to get the loan, receive the house, quickly renovate it, rent it out to someone and all that. That is also some form of investment. But then that's a very long, long run now. Okay. But I think doing that first, you know, attending the courses and getting meet more people, I think that is a great investment for now at this age. But of course, I'm just saying, I don't know what you do. I can only wish I know as many people during that age, you know. Okay, hi Bobby. After 32,000 km on my Civic, steering rack is already making some noises, getting very sticky on the corners. Should I fix or sell? Did Honda Malaysia did a recall? It cannot be that if it is only 32,000 miles, right? It should be under warranty, right? It cannot be your money to fix it, right? It doesn't make sense, right? Yeah. What car? 150K two-door sports car. Keep it for a long time. Easier to maintain in the long run. Well, if 150, 200K, the BRZ, the GR86 is great. Oh, who? Why? The left side of the video is pre-recorded, folks. What is it? I don't understand. What are you guys watching? Chiang, what's going on? What do they mean by left side of the video? Or the text ah? Hey, Chiang, do away with the stupid text now. Chiang, the stupid text next to me now. Yeah, why is that the previous live show's text? Okay. Now, suddenly now is the latest one. Yeah, a lot of property overpriced. You're right. Yes, MX5 will hold value so well that when he sell, he will just lose the bank interest payment only. MX5 also can expand circle. Correct, bro. Edward Chiu is a legend. Hi, Bobby. Is it wise to keep a Mazda 6 2019 2.5 NA for the coming 3 to 5 years since the Rotax is only 800? Meaning using for traveling or weekend city drive. Consider that the big engine in Rotax will hinder the inheritance of the car once I've decided to pass it forward. No lah, I think 800 plus per year is okay. Can keep it. I keep it. Yeah. It's a reasonable road tax. In fact, right, I really felt that Malaysia's road tax for those 1.5 liter cars are too cheap. 60 ringgit a year. Bro, the manpower that was hired to 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 manage your road tax payment would have cost the government more than charging you that meager 60 ringgit, right? The administrative cost is higher than whatever they receive from you. I think Malaysia is charging too low a road tax for 1.5 liter engine cars. 1.5, 1.3, all this, right? It's too low. And do motorcycle pay road tax? Actually, I felt this road tax thing, right, is very top heavy. A reasonable road tax for everybody is actually benefits everybody, actually. You know, people should understand that. Hi, Bobby. Is the 718 GTS GT4 4-liter PDK reliable? Porsches are generally reliable amongst supercars, right? Do you think the 4-liter Caymans will hold value in time? They will, but not as legendary as last time. Okay, but they will hold value better than their 2.5, 2-liter counterparts, definitely, because they have sound. They have great sound. Okay. Hi, Bobby. What's your opinion on getting a Boxster 718 2-liter versus a 981? The 981 screams and sounds great, but the 718 drives better, faster, cheaper, you know. Yeah. Oh, the 718 is just better overall. Just bought a Lexus ES 250 2015. Plan to restore the exterior, interior. Spend the money in your interior. I don't think you need to waste too much money on those what 3-step paint correction, polishing, coating, blah blah and all that. Because the Lexus ES, right, is not the type of car where Lexus gives it a very deep, luscious, very technical paint. It's not like it's some, you know, midnight purple or, you know, Mazda Soul Red. It's not that kind of color. It comes in a very easy to maintain white, pearl white, silver, black, gray. That's how exciting the color palette of the Lexus ES is. And for this type of color, it is not a very technical paint. What do I mean by technical? Those crazy paint that is very difficult to maintain, blah, blah, and all that. So for this type of paint on a Lexus ES, I tell you, your simple under the tree fella polish and wax can give you a result that you can hardly distinguish from those whatever 3-step, whatever process, blah, blah, and all that. Especially it's an 11-year-old car. Now, the Lexus don't put cheap paints on their car, right? But a 2015 Lexus is also not a 2025 Lexus. If you look at modern current Lexus, my God, the paint quality on them is crazy. The recent Lexus, they all put in super technical, super crazy paint that is very, very difficult for outside paint shop to even replicate. You know, those type I would recommend all the crazy detailing stuff lah. But a 2015 Lexus ES, simple paint, bro. Simple but good. So I think because you bought the car, a 11-year-old car, your main concern is to save money, ma. Why dump in a bunch of money again on the exterior? But your interior, you can splurge. You can splurge your interior, you know, proper Napa leather and all that shit, super thick carpet, you know, lamb's wool and all that nonsense. Go and do foaming on your car, soundproofing and all that. You can dump those money in. Do tough tire, protect your tires. Do CSB Pro, super bright headlights, you know, this kind of thing. You can DM us at IG, your name, your contact. You say you bought a Lexus ES, you need the contact to do this kind of thing. We can help you with it. Okay, we can help you and point you to them. All right. So yeah, that's my opinion. Hi Bobby, is the E92 M3 worth collecting? Yes, the value has gone back up. You miss the sweet spot. About 5 years ago, the sweet spot pricing of this car was about 120, 130,000. Now it has went back up to 180, 200K. But I think it's worth collecting this car. I'm a 16-year-old looking to buy a late 90s to early 2000s BMW next year. Any cars you can recommend me? I don't recommend. Provided you have full financial support and yourself, maybe you do live stream or whatever, OnlyFans, I don't care, you are very rich, then you can toy with those 90s BMW. Okay. If not, it's gonna cost you a bomb. It will cost you a bomb. You will just be helping the mechanic send his kid to college, basically. So I don't dare to meddle with, because if it's a nice 90s BMW, they have so much feel. They drive so well. They will compel you to want to maintain it and do it up. But it's gonna cost you so much money to do it up. So I don't recommend for now. Volvo S60 T8. What is the catch? There's no catch. Just the people letting go of their cars. There's no catch. Okay, so go ahead and buy them. They are fantastic value for the money. In the turbocharged era, weirdly, Mazdas are focusing on 6-cylinder. No, Mazda don't like seeing money in their bank. When they earn money in the bank, they have to splurge it on something to make themselves run into financial calamity. Then they work hard again. I think that's how they encourage themselves. Between the Jetour T2 and the CX-5, I am so blown away by the Jetour T2, not because of how it drives, not because of how the engine and transmission drivetrain, but the car itself is of so much value. It punches so much above what it is supposed to charge you. That car, for what it is, even if it charges you 270,000, is a value buy. Yet they sell it at 150. So it doesn't have the best transmission gearbox pairing. It doesn't have that. I don't think it has the handling finesse of the CX-5. But this is like asking me a question of, Bobby, would you buy the 2-liter turbo AMG G-Wagon? For those who don't know, they actually sell a 2-liter turbo G-Wagon in China. Okay. Bobby, would you buy a AMG 2-liter turbo or a BMW X3? Both around the same price. I will buy the AMG G-Wagon, it will not outhandle the X3, but it's so much value in that car, for what it is, Don't ask me about reliability, because the Jetour T2 only existed in the world 2.5 or 3 years ago. So there's no, info on its long-term reliability. Okay, sorry, my nose gets stuck again. I have this problem with my nose. Okay, they get flared up and then I can't breathe. So sometimes if you watch my video, I'm breathing heavily, right? It's not because I'm panting. It's merely because my nose are ultra sensitive and then they swell inside and then I can't breathe. But I have to continue talk, but I can't breathe. Okay. Used Lexus is always a good buy. Go ahead. Okay, I very much prefer the FL5 over the GR Yaris. I don't hate the GR Yaris, but to me, the FL5 is more worth the money, be it power, handling, usability, everything. Bobby, what's the difference between the RX 350 and the 500H? Is it only the hybrid system? Because I noticed that it comes with Mark Levinson. Yeah, one is hybrid, one is not hybrid, right? And Mark Levinson or not, I don't think Lexus put bad speakers into their cars. Is the Subaru BRZ worth buying? Yes. Oh, you mean the new Subaru BRZ 2.4, right? Yes, it's a major yes. I used to uh tell people, "Aya, just buy the old one. How much improvement can it be?" Until I drove one. My God. My God. It's a lot better. Uh Does it make sense to go for a FL5 then only come back later for a GR86? Yes, it does. You are a Swift Sport owner now. Takkan you buy a car that can be tapao by a Swift Sport, right? So you go for the FL5 first, tapao all the Swift Sport out there, tapao BMWs, kacau Porsches, bully Lamborghinis, do all that shit with your Civic Type R first. Then you come back to a GR86 and learn the finesse of handling. Yeah. Go bully people first, then come back and be the monk. Okay. Okay. Yes, I've answered all the questions prior. Wow, a bunch of questions down here. Okay. I'm gonna start from the latest, then I'll work my way up. If you felt kanchiong, you ask again. Sorry, take a sip first. Very thirsty. Okay. Wow, this is not easy to answer. Shortlisted the Lexus NX and Crown's daily driver decision for my wife. Okay. A very simple answer. Don't kacau your wife. Show her both cars, see what she wants. I suspect she may pick the Lexus because it looks more in line with what normal people would perceive a luxury SUV would be. And the brand is Lexus. So if she picked the Lexus, go with the Lexus because it's for your wife. In some way, when a woman looks at a woman, non-car person, a woman who's a non-car person, sometimes when they look at the Toyota Crown Sport just from the outside, they will see no different from any regular hatchback out there. You know, some Mazda hatchback or some, they will see it that way. So, and if you're talking about spending 300,000 or 250,000 on the car, they will feel more premium in a Lexus NX than a Toyota Crown Sport. Even though for guys, wow, the Crown Sport is cooler. Yes, you know. Okay. Wow. A question just came in. Fuyo. Probably I bought the 330e 7 years ago because of your review. I hope the car didn't give you problem. Again, any opinions? I'm looking to replace it with an M4 xDrive, but the Denza Z9 GT is now always in my mind. Okay. This is interesting. The logical step is that, oh, I got an M4, right? I think you are ready to go for the Denza Z9 GT. I think so. Because now you'll be thinking, walking towards my M4, opening the door, it roughly smells the same as my 330e. In my day-to-day situation, I will be so familiar with the car, even though it's a new infotainment system, the dual screen which is more frustrating to use than your old 330e. I tell you, BMW's new system is way more frustrating to use than your old system. But then the voice recognition is much better. So you can use your voice most of the time. But if you use the voice most of the time, why they bother to give you the two large screens and the control and all that, right? And the control panels and all that, the buttons and all that, right? It felt cheaper than your 330e. So wait, 7 years ago. 7 years ago is the current gen. Oh my God, it's the G20. Fuck. Oh my God, G20 is already 7 years old. Shit. Anyway, I think you can try the Denza because it gives you a whole new experience. It's like what? It's like you stay in Marriott Hotel. All this while you are a special member, blah blah blah. Every time you go there, they know you. You know how the lobby is. You know what they're gonna serve in their breakfast buffet. You know the manager. You know the chef. You know how the swimming pool is. You know which toilet shower has better pressure. I don't know, just saying, You know all that. And now they offer you a special card, right? You can book a nicer room with that. But then next door comes up with Four Seasons, or some St. Regis shit. I don't know lah, some you might, right? I mean, we have a finite time in life, like from 25-year-old to 55-year-old, 30 years. Every car 5 years, we have 6 cars, 7 cars to buy, right? Maybe less actually. If you think about it, from 25 years old to 55 years old is only 30 years. If every car takes us 6 or 7 years, we have only about 5 or 6 or 7 cars to buy. So do you want the experience to be too familiar, or you want to try something else? Wife, we stick to one, Woman, we stick to one. Cars, sometimes something totally different, totally out of this world, can give you so much more excitement, a different type of excitement, different type of enjoyment from what you would otherwise be having. Because let me tell you this, your M4 versus your 330E, right? If you don't drive illegally, you're worse off. It's less comfortable, right? It's gonna use more fuel, I guess. So it's minimal increments if you don't drive illegally. Whereas the Denza, try it. Yeah. Interesting. Kia Carnival is one of my favorite cars. If you want a 7-seater with good handling, the best handling here is the Kia Carnival. Okay. XC90 is not bad, but the Kia Carnival is better at what, flying over speed bumps. The XC90, not very good at that. It's gonna hit the bump stop, But XC90 interior is classier in a way, but the moment you go to the second row, you already lose out to the Kia Carnival. The Kia Carnival, second row, third row, and all that. And the ride comfort of the Kia Carnival is fantastic. Infotainment, it loses out to the Volvo. Way G9, I drove it the other day. Very nice hybrid experience. Handling is very middle of the ground. Very well built interior as well. Luxurious. It has that fake wood panel that I don't understand. That whole interior, right? They put in so much effort in that interior. They put in the nicest leather, blah blah. Soundproofing is great and all that. And then they go and put this really awkward fake wood that is so fake, that is so glaring, that I just don't understand why they even do it at the first place. But otherwise, that car is not bad. Can never mention anything about handling in that car because it's heavy, it's a bit rolly, it's not super clumsy, but it's not Kia Carnival. The Kia Carnival inside don't feel as plush or luxurious as the Way G9. I always think, right, I always felt I might get a Kia Carnival because in one day I would have to concede that I need an MPV to bring my kids and my mother, my in-laws, go places. I may need that anyway, but I don't want the luxurious MPVs, I'm not willing to spend. And the greatest choice to me is the Kia Carnival. It's the car that I need more than the car that I want. The one that I want is the 009, but the 009 is electric. I want to bring family to enduro. I want to bring family, like a lot of people in my car, and I go 5,000 km with them. That's what I want to do at this juncture. So the Carnival will be perfect for that, at least for me. Now, if you have 190,000 and you want a car that feels great, luxurious and all that, right? I think the XC90 feels that way. Kia less so. But I did ask myself, if I get a Kia Carnival, will I go and buy those? Chinese, they make those seats that go crazy, right? You can actually mount it in your car when the customized roof, customized rails and all that, right? It's possible, and maybe I'll do that. So I don't know. Okay. So yeah, I prefer the Kia Carnival. Second row. What is that, Gia? Are those the customized seats? Yeah. Even the second row of the Kia Carnival, the XC90 second row cannot do this one. Cannot fight. Cannot fight. Okay. See, that's a better way to ask question, brother. For the lady driver, 2015, what car to replace the Honda City 2015? X50, S70, Toyota Yaris, Arus. My favorite here is the X50. Definitely my favorite here is the X50, the facelifted one. My favorite out of all this. Okay. Hi, Bobby from Singapore. Tried the Subaru E Outback. It was good, but our road tax, oh my God. See, that's the thing I don't understand about Singapore market. Oh, this is the BZ4X. What the fuck, bro? Is this the BZ4X? I don't know, man. I've got a 3-year-old and a newborn coming. I'm coming from a G30. G30 still can fit your kids. Do you really immediately need to get, or because of the COE thingy, you need to change your car? I really don't understand the Singapore market, how the COE can, how much money you can get back, how cars depreciate and all that, right? I'm totally out of my rough estimation of what car is at what price point and all that. I have no knowledge on that. But if you have a few options, if you ask me if I've driven the car, then I can tell you. I'm sorry with regards to Singapore market. I can't help you judge the finance part of it because it's so weird. You have another layer of COE reduction and all that going on, right? I can't grasp that part. Okay. Hi, Bobby. Continue from my last week's inquiry. Currently having a Macan S981S. Yeah, what do you think is suitable for next car for me to consider? I forgot what we answered the last week. Which one you want to upgrade? All three, or what's your budget? What options you have around there? Probably we can help better. Probably I can help you better. Okay. Cayman 981 2.7. Yes, my colleague Thomas, his father had a 981 2.7. Goes like stint, man. Fantastic car. You need to work it, and that's where the enjoyment comes from. You work your way there. Keep your car at the high ref range. It'll be fun. Hi, Bobby. What would you recommend as a first-time convertible owner based on the list here? Z4, SLK, MX-5, or do you have better alternatives? These three are a very, very good start, especially the MX-5. It's a great start, low depreciation, manual roof. You save a lot of trouble. You can have fun with it, and then slowly you drive, have fun. Then slowly, maybe next time you can go with some others. If it is your second car, you don't need the car for a lot of things. You can even try the Honda S660. Fantastic car to drive, but zero practicality. Okay, feel like getting a self-driving car to utilize my time better when driving. Should I get a Tesla and wait for FSD? No such thing in Malaysia. I don't think FSD will get its way in Malaysia that soon. It will take quite some time for FSD to be allowed in Malaysia. So for time being, if you want a car that can self-drive and it can utilize your time better, I have something great to introduce you. It's called Grab Premium. Okay, you get Grab Premium anywhere, everywhere. You save so much money, you save so much time, and you can do things in the car, you can sleep in the car, you can do so many things, right? If every day you go to work, the day before you pre-book your Grab Premium to and from work, every day you look like a boss way. Walk to the entrance of your of your office tower, the welfare come and pick you up and send you home. Perfect. Okay. Hi Bobby, between the Taycan Cross Turismo and Panamera Sport Turismo, which car is a better car? The bigger car is always the better car. The Panamera Sport Turismo, you get proper rear seats that are actually comfortable and luxurious. Taycan is actually very tight. For those who didn't realize, the Taycan rear seats at best is like a BMW F30 rear seats. It's actually pretty tight. Okay, but of course, EV is EV, different, low maintenance, fast, really low maintenance, low consumption. Huh? A lot of Mazda diesel engines, kaboom. So get it checked out. Get it checked. If you can get an extended warranty, perfect. Get an extended warranty, okay? We knew about this. It's not that we heard, a lot of Mazda diesel engines, kaboom. Okay. Yes, the hybrid inverter, the ERAD motor is a correct concern. It is a concern. It is a concern. You cannot run away from it. It may happen, it may not happen, but you wouldn't know. What's your take on the current E200? I'll take the RX over the E200. The RX is just so damn nice. Yes, both cars are reliable. Go ahead. Need a head turning. What is a head turning sedan for 80 to 100K? What the hell? Arteon is 100K now? Qiyang, is it true? There's no other head turning car as head turning as an Arteon at this price point. Go buy the Arteon. Just buy. My God, man, the Arteon is great value. Okay. Test drove the Omoda PF yesterday. Enjoyed the power delivery, and the salesman told the car using 8-speed gearbox. I don't think the PHEV is 8-speed gearbox. If I'm not wrong, the petrol version is the 8-speed gearbox. The PHEV should be a 4-speed or 3-speed gearbox. Right? Chia, what does it say? Yeah, it's a 3-speed transmission. Okay? It's a transmission that we don't understand. But I won't simply answer 8-speed. So cut the salesman some slack. Okay, the 8-speed is the petrol version. The hybrid version is some advanced gearbox called DHT that I don't even understand. Harry Metcalf also don't understand. A lot of people don't understand how it works. A lot of British journalists who reviewed the Jayco or Omoda PFs, they totally don't understand how this gearbox works. And it's super duper smooth, super duper smooth, super efficient. Some are 3-speed, some are 4-speed. I'll give you an example. The new Lotus Emira supercar is currently using the Chinese drivetrain, 2-liter plug-in hybrid with a 4-speed gearbox in the Lotus Emira. It is super smooth, super efficient, super compact, fast, and I don't understand how it works. Yeah. GTI 7.5 or a 330i. I'll get the 330i. What do you feel about the E200? Considering between this, or I'll get the RX. Hi Bobby, do you think buying a 2011 Audi TT is a good idea? No, it's a bad idea. Very bad maintenance. Don't. it's gonna kill you with the maintenance. Okay, very, very bad choice. Probably I've narrowed down to X3 330i or GLC 300. Which one is better? Yeah, are you talking new car? If you're talking new car, I will pick the GLC. Should I buy the CP hatchback or a Swift Sport? Planning to live together with girlfriend soon. Currently driving 14-year-old Jazz Hybrid. Salute. I will get the Swift Sport. Okay. Just tell your girlfriend it will hold value better. I'm 26 this year, works in Singapore, and want to get a 80,000 ringgit used car around for use in JB. Is the 2012 Z4 or SLK a good choice? Yeah, Z4 is a good choice. Generally speaking, BMW will manufacture parts for their older cars for a longer time than Mercedes-Benz. All right, go ahead. I think you're buying cash, right? 80,000 ringgit. I think you're buying cash. If you're buying cash, try your best to get a Porsche. Because if you can find a Porsche 987 or whatever, about 80 or 100K, Porsche sports cars that depreciate to 80 or 100K will forever be this price point. They will stay here forever. Whereas the Z4 and SLK will continue to depreciate. So that's because you work in Singapore, this to you is just 20 odd Sing dollar, 20K Sing dollar, and you can afford cash to buy the car. Try and get a Porsche around this price point. You will be very happy to get a 987.2 if you can find one. Now is a market downtrend. If you can find it as new as possible at around 80, 100K, then you'll be good because you can drive this car for 5 years, it will still be 80, 100K. Whereas the Z4 SLK will not. They will go down to 40, 50. Okay? This is the advantage of cash buyer. Get into a Porsche at this price point. Okay? E60 M5 or E92 M3 for long-term legacy. Definitely the E60, but the E92 won't be far behind. Okay? Toyota Crown 2.4 crossover worth considering versus a Lexus. Yeah. Are you the guy who asked for the wife? If it is the wife, I think see which one she prefer. I suspect she will prefer the Lexus. Again, E200 is a good car. Yeah. What's your opinion on a Mazda MX-5 soft top? Yeah, buy. MX-5 soft top is fantastic. Thank you so much for the encouragement. Throat also dry. Let me drink some water first. Okay, what else I miss? What else I miss? This is an interesting question. You drove a Model 3 up Genting. What is your pick as a daily workhorse between Model 3 GR86? Daily workhorse and I can have fun, GR86. Definitely GR86. What? 200,000 km E39 1996. There's a lot of parts. A lot of people know how to fix them, but not easy, I think. Not easy. Oh. I will get the new one with a loan. Okay. Okay, what is this? Hi, Bobby. Currently in the market to find an E63. So far, check around 5 cars. Yeah, they are not cheap to maintain, but they are not hard to maintain. They are not cheap, but not difficult. A lot of people know how to fix them. Okay. Oh, a lot of new questions. Okay. I'm not sure about this though, the Mercedes-Benz welcome care. But Mercedes generally, they're not bad. Their network in Malaysia, they're not bad. I've answered this question about the Swift. W205 2016 C250 Coupe. good idea. Mid-30s, no kids, freshly divorced, and wanting some fun. Yeah, go ahead, bro. Go ahead. And if you found a convertible, even better. Huh? Go have fun. No kids, still young, 30 plus, just divorced. Go have fun, bro. Buy the car and join me for Enduro. We go Thailand. Okay? Bobby, if you are a car, which car would you be and why? Wow, this one damn deep. I will take a lot of time out of everyone here. I'll remember this question. Quite interesting question. I'll think about it. Integra Type R, does it still make sense for getting one today? Definitely. It's a legend of a car. This is the DC5, right? Not the, what, DC2? Hi, Bobby. Sat in the VW Tayron. Really like it. Do you think there's a better alternative to this at this price point? That's the thing. Some people are talking about, 1.5 turbo, I can get a CRV with higher horsepower. Yes, but you don't get the boot that can fold 2 more seats up, huh? So I think Volkswagen is actually very generous with the Tayron. The car looks good, and you get massage seats, you get ventilated seats, and it looks damn good. And 1.5, yeah lah, not very fast lah, huh? Oh, this is interesting. Hi, Bobby. I'm keen to get a F10 528i or the 3-liter straight 6 or the 2-liter straight 4, but I need to let go of my 159 6-speed manual. Wow. Actual manual? And I love it, but I'm also keen for the Beamer. Do you think it's a good move? Really want a BMW as my car? Okay, my first opinion is that the 159 is worth not a lot of money now, but I'm sure you are able to sell it to L50s out there, right? Especially because if yours is truly a manual, I've never heard of a manual. Okay, if yours is truly a manual, then it shouldn't be hard for you to let go. And yeah, I mean, we all know the problem with the 159, right? It looks so good, it drives pretty well, interior falls apart, extremely difficult to get parts now. It's really not easy to maintain. And it's not like those old Alphas where they are all made of metal, leather, and all that, the classic Alphas. These are plastics all over. Of course, you have 3D printing now, which helps a lot, but the road to keep these cars are not easy, not an easy road. Huh? Really headache. So yeah, if you want to sell it, if it's done with it already, then okay lah. Huh? Hi, Uncle Bobby. My university course mate disagrees with me. The second-hand car is more worth than new car. What do you think? Well, you are correct. And one day he will be correct as well. Right? One day when he really sit down and think, wow, I've been buying cars that are 400K, brand new, and then I use them for 4 years. Before the warranty runs out, I sell it off for 170,000. You know, after a few of those cars, he will feel that, oh, I might as well get a used one. He will come to the realization one day. Would you recommend a Mustang? I will always recommend a Mustang. It's a good car. Ama 7P buy Burley? Yes, buy. X3 or GLC 2023. Rear seat comfort is important. Family of 3. I think both are okay lah. Both are spacious enough behind. Okay, so I think both are fine. GLC in terms of design, actually, I would say it lasts longer design, but in terms of the engine drivetrain and the drive, the X3 is actually really better the drive. Okay, would a 981 or a GR86 be a better choice for weekend car? Bought with my E92, and I do Genting and TT runs. Yeah, but both of them are incrementally faster than your E92, I would say. They're faster, but incrementally so only. If you want something faster, then I know lah. How? Yeah, both handles better than the E92. I still think E92 is prettier than both of them. Do you recommend a 2021 CX-5 2.5 all-wheel drive turbo? This car, right? I like the 2.5 NA more than the 2.5 turbo, to be honest. The NA fits this car perfectly. Fits the brakes, fits the chassis perfectly. Whereas the turbo, right, on this car, right, just felt very shoved in. It feels like Mazda just shoved in the 2.5 turbo and did nothing to it. Even the car is under brake for this engine. Or for this engine, they really did not upgrade the brakes, and I felt the car is under brake for this car. So the one that is more fun to drive, in my opinion, for this CX-5 is the 2.5 NA. Sounds better and not as thirsty as the 2.5 turbo. The 2.5 turbo is actually very thirsty. Okay. E300 Cabriolet, does it handle poorly? No, it doesn't handle poorly. It handles pretty okay, honestly. And I think this is one of the best car to buy currently. It looks like R1 million, but it is only about 200 plus K. So this is a fantastic car to buy. Go ahead. Beautiful interior, beautiful exterior. It's actually one of those cars that I would love to own one day. I would really love to own this Mercedes-Benz one day because I think it just looks absolutely gorgeous. It drives decent. Okay. If I compare the handling of this car with the equivalent BMW, 8 Series, the BMW is better. But this car actually handles better than my current 6 Series. So it's not bad. It's good. Okay. Talking about 8 Series, there it goes. It comes. Why does the 840i depreciate so much? Okay. Considering a used M340, exactly. No, it's not that it has a lot of issue. It's just that there is no market appetite to spend on this car based on the usual depreciation currently. That means the market of buying a 5-year-old BMW 3-liter turbo at 500,000 ringgit, that market disappeared. People are not willing to fork out that kind of money to buy something like this anymore, right? Let alone a Porsche Panamera. So when a Porsche Panamera, there are so many Porsche Cayenne Panamera out there in the market, and a brand new Cayenne is only 600,000 ringgit. What makes you think a 900,000 ringgit BMW can keep itself at 500K after 5 years, like last time? No such thing anymore. So it will go back to what people are willing to buy it for, right? You can never demand 500K for a 5-year-old 8 Series. So 8 Series is a value buy. Okay. Suddenly I spoke about Panamera. This is a long time Panamera owner. Okay, but he didn't mention anything. Edward. E300 it's so comfortable, he feels sleepy. Of course, Amin he's a Lamborghini owner, so this car for him is sleepy. But yeah, it's not fire-breathing, exciting car as compared to other sports cars, but it's nice. In fact, my first Mei Hong Son drive was done in the E300 Coupe. E53 Coupe. Okay. What do you think of the W213 facelift sedan? Yeah, it's a good car. Buy. BYD Dolphin or the X50. I still prefer the X50 because of how it looks. BYD Dolphin is not bad, but I don't like how it looks. I really don't like how it looks. Same goes with the Urmas 5. Currently have a Passat for JBKL trips every alternate week. Have a GR86 for weekend. Do you think replacing my Passat with a G20 is a good move? Average, lor. You don't get a lot out of your money because the B8 Passat is a damn good car. If it doesn't give you problem and you are churning this kind of crazy miles, I tell you, a Passat is more comfortable to drive high speed, long distance than a BMW actually, because it's front wheel drive. It pulls your car instead of pushes. You feel more at ease at 220 kmh, 230 kmh, right? It is actually more stable in a B8 Passat. Okay. Plan to upgrade from a Proton Saga. I think you go with the X50. It's better for you. Okay. What do you think of the upcoming CX-5? I don't understand because Mazda created a CX-60 and the CX-60 isn't that much larger inside than a CX-5. And then they launched the CX-5. I have no idea about the price of the CX-5, but it's not as handsome as the previous CX-5. So I'm just average on the new CX-5. Yeah. Oh. What is this? Ayman, what did he ask earlier on? Suddenly he asked 2-liter NA or 1.5 turbo. Sorry, can you give the context? Yeah. E43, is it a good and reliable car to get? Yes. Buy. Fantastic car. What's an auspicious time to see me in Taman Desa? I don't know, man. I do go around. I go D-Market a lot. If you always go D-Market, you might be able to see me. I always go grocery shopping with my wife, help her carry things. Oh. Worried about the high maintenance cost. Nah, it's not too crazy on a Porsche maintenance cost versus a Z4 SLK. It's not that far apart. Okay. Okay. How can we upkeep the suspension of an EV car for our pothole and bumpy roads? Avoid the potholes, lor. You can't do much with it anyway. Okay. Wow. Again, I'm so tempted with the Denza 9 GT. I'm a loyal Panamera owner. You see, this is how crazy the world is. Yeah, you try the Denza 9 GT, you will never ever go back to the Panamera anymore because the Chinese have teach people that you don't need to spend so much money for this level of luxury. Go try it. You save so much money, guys. Oh, exactly what I was saying just now on the Alphard. The 3.5 V6, smooth like butter, but Toyota's 2.4 turbo, really nothing special. Even when compared to German 2-liter turbo, the Germans are better. So that's the dilemma. If you come from the 3.5, you will miss your butter smooth engine. But if you come from the 2.5, you can appreciate the 2.4 because your engine is screaming anyway. Which is the better daily drive, price and reliability, a 2-year-old M340i or a brand new 330i? Or should I wait for the new 3 Series? Yeah, you can wait. Actually, the new one is coming out. Wait and see. If you're not in a rush, no point rushing to buy. But if you're looking at the 8 Series, buy straight. You buy the 8 Series versus these two, right? I will buy the 8 Series Grand Coupe, a used one, instead of these, Yeah, I will get the 8 Series. Plan to upgrade from my Honda City. Current shortlist is a Civic, HR-V, and Model 3. Which one is a better choice? If you come from a City, you go to the Model 3, you get a much, much better experience on enjoying a new car. Is it worth getting a Recon Lexus? Yes, anytime. Yeah, the Dolphin is quiet and comfy, but it looks gay. Yeah, the X50 doesn't look gay. The Urmas 5 also look gay. I'm so sorry. Yeah, the Denza 9 GT is crazy for the price it offers. Yeah. What do you think of the Honda City with 18,000 ringgit discount? Is it worth it or wait for the new model turbo? Yeah, you can wait if you want to wait. Honda is in deep shit now. Civic throwing 30K discount. And now I'm hearing Honda City 18K discount. I've been using the CX-5 Turbo for 3 years. Does upgrading to the 3.3 CX-60 make sense for a weekend ride? Yeah, I'm considering Tesla, but only use it twice a month. Yeah, you can look around, honestly speaking. You can look around because I'm just disappointed with the interior space of the CX-60. Outside looks so big, but inside more or less the same legroom as CX-5. I don't understand. You miss out the Wuling Bingo. The Wuling Bingo looks like a... Sorry, I don't want to offend my gay friends, but Wuling Bingo... Yeah, you all know what I'm saying. Like, it looks very feminine, these cars. Okay. Which is a better daily driver? The first car I will rule out here is the SL43. I don't think it's worth the money. I don't think it's worth the money. 992, of course, 992 is a 992, fantastic, right? 840 will be a great daily driver because it's huge, comfortable, but it's also very bulky compared to the SL, compared to the 992. The SL and the 992, you can drive around and enjoy your drive. Not bad. Okay, big handling gap between Civic FC and 2023 IS 300. I don't think there is a huge big gap lah. But one is rear wheel drive, one is front wheel. The Civic FC drives very much like an Audi. Okay, I've answered all the questions, finally caught up with all the questions. Let's go into Duke West My Car. We have 249 people here. Let's come in. Jiang, let's go. We are 10:30 already. Scan the code if you want to join. And I hope you guys... Again, I want to thank you, those who either go super chat or join my YouTube members. I really appreciate. I have a goal. I have a goal to want to amass more YouTube members, hopefully. Once I have enough YouTube members, then I can't wait for the day where I can let my YouTube members vote what cars to buy, and then I buy the car and review, and then I sell it to one of you who needs the car anyway. So that's my goal. I don't want to... my long-term goal is to not depend on car makers to review cars, right? My long-term goal is I want to have a group of YouTube members where you guys want to know what car to buy, you guys support this channel. It's like crowdfunding the channel so that I can buy the cars that I review and then I sell it to the members. So that's who need the car anyway lah, so that's the goal. Then I can truly achieve my dream of becoming an absolute car reviewer with freedom. Now I just keep on offending car makers. Right, and then I have to cari makan elsewhere with the developers and run my advertising business and all that. But that's my long-term goal. So I hope I really, really appreciate those who sign up my YouTube members. Okay, so let's continue. Come, Chiang, let's start round one. What is this? That's a very nice seat. That looks like a BMW. Oh, my 6 Series. I saw a video you like about one of fans comment about cars on big country. NA for Japan, China for hybrid. What is the hybrid best for Chinese cars? Plug-in hybrid. Chinese plug-in hybrids are way more advanced than Japanese hybrids. No fight at all. No fight at all. Okay. So this is wow, look at this beautiful car, man. The coupe, the 6 Series coupe is such a gorgeous car. At this price, my God. What value? Wow, Chiang, you would have spent this money on your so bad. What a great value, man, this car. 60,000, low maintenance, I tell you. This car, low maintenance, reliable, fantastic. Come on, what's the next one? Come here. Walao way, Bentley Continental GT. Oh, this one is a good mind fuck way. Walao way. Okay lah. The Bentley is exceptional value, but I don't dare. I will not dare. Some people dare to. Tana is not here tonight. Tana will dare to pursue this. I don't. Okay. Oh, got daring people here. I don't dare. Even though it would fancy my curiosity. It's like how difficult it is to maintain this, but not. Okay, that's the result. 84%. 84% going for the 6 Series. But the Continental is another beast lah, huh? Interior quality and all that. It's a totally different level kind of stuff lah, huh? Okay, come. We have the results. Round 2. Can't afford the Bentley maintenance. Can buy car, cannot afford the mechanic. Oh, that's a Porsche Macan. Okay, that's nice. I love the pre-facelift Macan, man. 168K. Okay, still 168K. Okay lah, still. Last year available for loan. No wonder. Last year to loan. Come on. What is this? Ooh, yo, Velar. Oh, I love the Velar, man. What will you guys get? See your... Admire the W12 engine from the garage seat. Let's see how you all vote. Okay, Macan S. How many? Come on, continue. Okay. What happened, Jiang? Whoa. Oh, yo. What? What's going on? Wow. 66%. Wow. Macan is more reliable if you don't mind the fuel consumption. Okay. I picked the Velar, Jensen Tan, and all that. I've actually made my choice. Hi, Bobby. I'm considering buying the JQ J5. It's a good mileage. Is the maintenance high for this car? I don't think the maintenance is high for the JQ J5. I think you can go ahead. It's a good car. Driven it, pretty nice, man. Okay. I actually voted for the Range Rover Velar because I have enough friends who own the Macan. I actually find that as nice as the Macan is, I prefer the space. Exactly. We choose big space. Yes. I actually felt the Velar is spacious, more handsome than the Macan, you know. Okay, Macan also very good looking. Macan is one of those cars, right? When a woman drives, it's feminine. When a man drives, it's sporty. Very well designed car. Very, very well designed. Yeah, I choose the Velar. Even though I know it won't drive as nice as the Macan and all that, but it's just, I don't need an SUV to go corner carving in the mountains. Right? It's to serve my daily, and I think the Velar is fantastic. Okay, come. Let's continue. Bobby said go for the bigger car. Okay, that's a coupe. What is that? That looks like a BM again. Okay, that's a Beamer. Ooh, yo, look at the profile, man. 4 Series. Cantik lah. Cantik menarik. Oh, I don't like the grill, man. The grill looks like a 380K. Wow, not cheap. Not cheap. I might as well buy an 8 Series since it's a used car anyway. Come on, what's the next car? 911. Oh no, what's this? What the fuck is this? Oh, Mustang. Hmm. Hmm. Do you guys felt right? You know how the American cars they used to look very manly, and then all the subsequent generation they look less and less confident. Look at the Dodge Challenger. The replacement one looks less confident. Somehow I felt the Mustang also, but the previous one looks so manly. This one looks. Yeah, look at the Dodge Challenger. Look at it, man. Ayo, where did that brute went? Where's that brute design language, you know? It used to look so garang. Now it's like, you know, is it a reflection of Americans' confidence level? They sort of tone down, you know, and all that. So anyway, uh, see what you all pick. Yeah, I think most people will pick the BMW. Or just a nicer car to drive overall. Sleek. Yeah, muscle all katoot already. Yeah, man. I don't know lah. Sometimes I felt sad when I saw Japanese lose their confidence, the Americans lose their confidence. You know, yeah. Anyway, let's continue. Let's see the results. I think no fight lah. The Beamer 75%. Mustang is not a bad choice, but yeah lor. Come, like round 4. Oh yo, F12. No. Oh, FF 650. Still 650K. Come on lah. The GDC fall also supposed to go down to 650 already. You know. Ferrari is Ferrari lah. Huh? Their resale value is crazy. 650,000. Oh, this is another Ferrari. Wow. 458. Wow. Wow. FF versus 458. I think most people would prefer the 458, right? See what your vote. Come, see. Mid-engine Berlinetta V8 versus the front engine V12 with a complicated four-wheel drive system, 2 gearbox. Do you all know that FF has 2 gearboxes? 40%. Wait, 50. Wow! Yo! Wow! I see here a lot of my brothers, a lot of my bros. My bros are here. Whoa. Never thought. Yes, I picked the FF. I picked the FF not because I think it's a better car, just that I know my own usage. I don't go for those attack mode cars. That's what my colleague Thomas is for. Thomas, Alex Wong, Dana, all of them are attack mode one. Me and Con, we are the FF type. You know, we cruise. We want to ferry our family together. We are family men. Oh, see the result? Come. 51% FF. The sound of V12. The sound of Ferrari V12. Can't get it elsewhere. Yeah. Ferrari V12 is something else. Huh? Oh, no more surprise round, Jiang. Anyway, thank you so much for joining tonight. And as it goes, I will try my best every Monday, 8:15, sitting here answering all car buying questions. Okay. For whatever usual stuff, you guys are curious, just DM us on Horizon's IG and my team will forward it to me. I'll try my best to help you guys. We always do things that help people. And for those of you buying new cars, right, let you know that whatever new car you buy, they give you 5-year warranty, right? 6-year warranty, right? You can actually tell us and sign up our Evo Club extended warranty so that your warranty extends to 10 years. Okay? Your warranty can extend to 10 years. Get the salesman to contact us. We can help you extend it to 10 years. Okay? Certain brands we can't, like I don't think people are willing to buy our warranty versus Porsche warranty. But Porsche warranty is way more expensive. Per year is like more than 10K. Ours a lot cheaper. Okay, you can do extended warranty with us. And for those of you wondering, you know, you need our help in getting inspection on cars, you want to buy used cars and all that, just DM us on IG. We can help you. Use IG DM. Okay, DM us on IG. Better. All right, then my team will forward it to me. Just contact us on IG. All right. Yeah, that's about it. And hope you guys follow all our channels. And once again, I appreciate those who support us with the super chat or sign up my YouTube members. What I do now is that every car review that I review, I will schedule it one day, right? Every day I'll schedule it 7 p.m. And for YouTube members, you can watch it without waiting for the schedule. You can watch it anytime. You can watch it earlier than others. All right. And of course, as time goes by, I will do things that benefit my YouTube members, like cheaper rates for buying certain stuffs or whatnot. I will do all that thing as time goes on. Now I don't have the critical skill yet to go and nego. You know what I want to do next time? If my YouTube members grow really big, right? I can do things like what brand is launching what car? Which of you YouTube members want to buy? If you all want to buy, right, I group you all together. I go and nego a good deal from whatever dealers. I help you reduce your buying price. I can do things like that next time when I have enough YouTube members. These are the things that I plan to do for people, and I hope you see the value in it in signing up to my YouTube members. These are things that I've always wanted to do. I want to benefit car buyers. I don't want you to buy the wrong car. I want to be someone that I can stand by you guys. I can fight for you if you have any dispute with whatever dealers and all that. These are the things that I want to do for my members. All right. So, yeah, I hope I can reach there one day. Buy cars to review, group you all together to nego lower prices to buy cars from whatever dealers, 4S dealers and all that. And then when you have disputes, you have problems, we can help you fight for it. These are the things that I want to do. Stand on the consumer side and funded by consumers to do my reviews, because you need to buy the car anyway, right? And then you guys vote what cars to buy. I have a fleet of cars to review and then sell it to you, find problems, you know, talk to them. If it's a lemon, I want to do something like that. That's my long-term goal. All right. And thank you so much for watching. And till the next week. Cheers. Good night. Thank you, Chiang. Thank you, everybody here. Good night.